Hey, Jesse.
Hello.
Ooh, spooky.
I love my hair. It's kind of like dreadlocks.
It is. This mask is so old, so we've just been. Yeah, it's Halloween. It's October, so it's
beautiful in this.
It's Halloween state of mind.
I look so beautiful.
This is my hat. Oh, first of all, hi.
Hey.
Happy Thursday. Welcome to Raw, Uncut, and Unedited Recap. This is a special edition. We're going to recap our 9-day vacation. Yes.
Can I take this off now?
You can take it off now.
I miss my dreadlocks.
This is my hat, my witch hat that I got in Salem. And, Jesse's playing with
I
the
want to
mask.
grow my dreads back. All right.
We have had this mask for like 12 years.
I probably had dreads back then.
No.
All right. Okay.
Okay. And also today, I haven't got to wear it yet. I am wearing my sweatshirt from Jennifer Turpin.
Yeah.
Witchy vibes. It's got a little design on the
Well, I
back.
got my
too.
little thing on too. Look here.
Yes.
Big stepping.
From Big Steppin'. So, Dawn's Designs, which is by Jennifer Turpin, survivor of the Turpin family horrors, which we did cover.
Yeah.
And then he is wearing Aaron Goodwin apparel, Big Steppin'.
Big pimping.
Who was also a survivor of a hit put out on him by his shitty wife and shitty ass Grant Amato, who is a family annihilator. We covered all of that. So go check out those episodes.
That was crazy how that tied together, and we had to do it.
Had to.
Had to do it. And we got a Manhattan here because
So
we had our little board. Lindsay's going to pull it up. And we're doing like some cocktails here and there.
So we're doing a Manhattan today.
It's pretty good.
Right here on our mixology board.
We can mark that one off.
We can mark that one off. Well, let's get it. Okay. It is with bourbon, vermouth, and cherries. And I'm going to try it. I can't drink a whole one, but I'm going to try it.
Welcome to my world, bitch.
Oh, that's fuck.
Oh, that's good. No, come on. Okay, well, welcome to my world anyhow. Speaking of Manhattans, I'll tell you about a Manhattan that I had in this story. That's really cool.
So,
in the recap of the traveling Gen Zs.
Yes. Let's start at the very beginning. Sorry, Sound of Music has been in my head for a few days now.
So I went to work, and Lindsay got prepared for this amazing trip. And I worked, got off, and we got in the car with Lindsay.
I'm getting the itinerary that Jesse made so I can remember in detail because it kind of ran together.
Yeah.
So
it was a bunch. Okay. So we set off. It was about 7 when we set off.
No. Okay. So the original plan was Thursday, the 25th.
Or 6th. It says it on the itinerary, yeah.
Thursday, the 25th.
Yeah.
I was going to work my shift, and then we were going to load up and leave when I got off work. Well, I had extra vacation days, so I was like, I'm going to take the day off. And so we could leave a little earlier. So instead of 9 o'clock, well, it would have been 10 o'clock at night, past 10 when we would have left. We left at 5 in the afternoon. Sister-in-law came over. We loaded up and we set off. Now,
we didn't stop till we got to buses.
No, we stopped in Georgia to go to the bathroom at the Georgia Welcome Center.
Yeah, the Welcome Center. That's right.
I'm not going to go through every single stop that we did because, God, we'd be here forever. So we're going to highlight all of the places that we stayed the night and stopped and visited attractions. So the original plan was Jesse was going to drive and then I was going to drive while he slept. But when I drove, what, did I say that wrong? Jesse was going to drive, then he was going to sleep while I drove. Mm-hmm. But he decided to sit up front with me and feed me because we hadn't eaten dinner yet. So we ate some McDonald's. He fed me a Big Mac and fries. So then we get to Buc-ee's in, what was it, Florence?
Yes.
Somewhere,
Yes. We
Buc-ee's
stopped at
in
the
Virginia.
Florence one. It was above Florence. There's a Buc-ee's. On
And
95.
because got to stop at Buc-ee's. And then it was sister-in-law Shelly's turn to drive, where Jesse was absolutely supposed to get some sleep, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Then it was, then he's like, get you a nap. I couldn't do it.
I took the wheel again.
He took the wheel again. And then, so I was going to drive again. My astigmatism kicked in, and panic driving at night. Everything was running together. I was like, I can't do this. So sister-in-law took back over and took us on in to DC. We've had no sleep. Nobody.
Zero. We're bucking up 95.
That's a 12-hour drive.
Yes.
From here to DC. And then we get to DC, and our first stop was the Exorcist Steps. We did that before the break of dawn. That was awesome.
Yes.
The little neighborhood around it had these little steep cobblestone hills.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, beautiful little spot. So then daylight approaches, and I'm going to let you take the wheel.
We're driving around lost as fuck. I took the wheel though. I took the wheel after the steps, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, okay, cool. It shouldn't be too packed around the National Monument. So on our way back, we of course seen the cathedral, right? And we eased on down to the Lincoln Memorial, and we were going to check that out. And they're renovating all that, so it's all fenced in. I screwed around and ran a couple of red lights and everything. Just lost.
We have not gotten our toll bills in yet, and hopefully we won't get any traffic bills in from
the trip.
The trip.
I did screw up.
Fingers crossed. Give us some good juju on that.
Yeah. And we wound up down in the National Mall area trying to find a parking spot, but people show up there and grab those spots before daylight. There's no way. We
were in DC driving around downtown before daylight. People are already running. We saw a rowing team.
Yeah, they got their dogs out there. They're lizards. They're walking. They're chimpanzees and they're one-legged orangutans. And it was honestly though, it was just packed completely, no parking. And I was like, let's grab a garage. Here's the garage I was wanting to. No parking. So we rode around slow and checked out all the national sites and all the cool stuff. And we were like, okay, we're going to do something, while we're here. We need to stretch our legs. I mean, we've been on the road forever. So we went to Ford's Theater. More history, Abraham Lincoln history. We actually got to see the gun that shot Abraham Lincoln there. And I'm going to do a little story about that maybe next week or so. Oh my goodness. That was just really cool to see all that,
At this point, Jesse and I have been awake for over 30 hours.
We're zombies.
I woke, so he goes, what time did you go to work that morning? Between 4:30 and 5 a.m.
Yeah.
I got up not too long after him because I wanted to make sure everything was done. Laundry was caught up. Everything was packed. Silas was packed. I had to do my everything shower. And that takes a while. And I was done with everything. Oh, and then me and Silas had to go to Walmart. Oh, I got my nails done that day. And then he and I had lunch uptown, came back, got everything. We were ready with everything by 3:00. And then sister-in-law showed up early. So that was nice. We were done. But luckily, sister-in-law had, Shelly, she had gotten some more sleep than us. That's why we let her just drive us on into DC. Because even though we were awake, we weren't.
We were zombies.
Yeah.
We were so dead. That was the hardest leg of the whole trip, honestly. From here on.
That was the roughest I've ever felt in my entire life. Yeah.
Now, if we were in our 20s, that part really did make us feel old, for real. We did the damn thing for our age. We kicked ass. Landed after DC in Philly.
Hold on, though. Let me navigate us from DC to Philly. All right. Still no sleep.
No sleep.
It is Jesse's got the itinerary here, so I'm going to go by that. So it is between Jesse overshot the time here. So it says 3 hours Philly. It was about 2.5.
Yeah. Well, stops and whatever,
But it took us, it felt like another entire day to get there because we did stop a couple of times. We got food. So we got Wendy's. After we bathroomed, we got Wendy's. I got a salad. I've mixed it up. I've put it to the side, but I'm going to feed him because he's driving us to Philly. We're going through Baltimore. You've eaten quite a few. He's had quite a few chicken nuggets, quite a few fries before that. So I had a chicken nugget dipped in sweet chili sauce, ready to go for him. And then we go under the Baltimore tunnel.
I seen it on her face when she started seeing the signs. I really did. And I'm over here like, nom, 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 nom. I'm like, wait a minute. I got some shit I got to drive through.
And if I haven't mentioned it yet, your girl's got anxiety over, especially with bridges and tunnels.
She didn't know about tunnels until she knew about tunnels, though.
And I'm not even really bothered. I've been through plenty of tunnel in my life. We've went through, and bridges.
Yeah, you lived in Atlanta, so it had kind of a tunnelage.
Well, we've driven through that tunnel. We've driven through a tunnel on the way to New Orleans.
Yeah.
I have pictures of tunnels and bridges that we've been through. I went over 7 Mile Bridge to Key West, but it's the high bridges and it's the tunnels underwater that fuck with me because it's the water thing.
Yeah.
So while we're driving under the water in Baltimore Tunnel, I have an absolute panic attack. I could not breathe. I blacked out. And mind you, no sleep. I'm 3 Celsius in. Well, 2, and then Jesse and I had just cracked another one open, and we're sharing it.
Living on the edge, for real.
I honestly think I had a mini heart attack because after we went through the tunnel, I was fine. I was mid tier fine. I'm still holding on to his chicken nugget
for dear life. Like I'm white knuckling because, and I would have been completely fine, but I absorb all that with her, and I'm like, I'm doing this with you because you're going through this right beside me. So.
And that was one that I could not control. Sometimes I can control them. That one just came on out of nowhere, and all I could do is breathe through it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we did that Baltimore Tunnel, and then it wasn't about 45 minutes later, I had just recovered from the heart palpitations. I had finished my salad, finished feeding him. Then we get into Philly and have to go over the Betsy Ross Bridge.
Oh, Philly.
And sister-in-law has to bring it to light how old and rusty this fucking bridge is. And I literally just looked back and I was like, Shelly.
She wasn't having a good time, yo. She was not having a good time.
But we finally get to Philly, and we're staying at the Renaissance, which is by Marriott Bonvoy.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful place.
Beautiful.
I guess he was he the concierge? Was that what you would call him?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Hooked us up. He was so nice.
We get checked in. We have to do valet parking. That way they can bring it back to us. So we have to empty out. And we...
What?
I just felt like such white trash with all of our mismatched luggage.
Oh.
Undo it. Like,
hey, we was balling a budget, Lindsay.
all of our eyes are... Except for Silas, who slept through most of everything.
He was fine. He's new boot goofy. He's cool. And you know what? I wasn't going to pay for valet, and I was like, I don't even want to park this van. I don't want to be in it no more.
No.
And I was like, dude, park my shit. I'll give you.
It was
whatever.
like $70.
Take my wallet, whatever. And
so we get checked in. We're loading up all of our extra separate. I mean, it's a lot. We got a lot of shit because we're packed for 9 days.
Yeah. The whole wardrobe.
Yeah. I mean, this is the longest we've ever been away from home. And even like when we have been away from home just a little bit, when we go on a cruise, like we take enough for those days. we don't give a fuck what our shit looks like because we're gonna unpack it and we live there for a week.
I have to say, you and I were seasoned on that though. We were ready, but
I kind of want one more sip.
Yeah, you should. I think it's got her giddy over here. I love it, but we're seasoned on it, but not for that long. And being zombies showing up, but it was beautiful. Like I think I did a good job picking all the rooms and stuff.
Oh yeah. Well, but here we go. So our concierge happened to be from Florida, and so the first room that we go check into has one king size bed.
Yeah,
and Jesse's like, "What the fuck?"
Oh no.
And like, and we're so tired that our brains cannot compute how to function anymore. And I'm like, all right, I got to hold us together. I'm like, Jesse, go downstairs, ask him if we can, we got to switch rooms, or if not, we need a cot.
So I was kind of dude flirting. I went down there and
it took
talked about Orlando.
30 seconds. He's like, I was like, nobody unpack.
Yeah.
Let's roll. Let's have our shit ready to roll. And we did. Jesse's like, all right, we're moving to this room. We got our shit. We gathered it up, moved to the next room, which was accommodating for us.
Yeah. I mean, I did give him all my charm, Lindsay. I feel guilty.
That's good.
About
Do
how
that.
much charm I laid on this man.
That's okay. You got us a room.
Well, I mean, this is just like, I'm kind of confessing now because I really did, because I wanted it to be right.
That is okay.
But I did the whole thing.
You got a hair right there.
Oh, I probably, it was that hair that made it happen, I think. I think it was that one. And it was over here waving in the breeze, and he's like, "You're hot." And I was like, "Oh, yeah?" He didn't say that, but I actually did. I was like, kind of laying on thick to make it happen. But he made it happen.
Meanwhile, we get to our new room. My heart has still not stopped palpitating. So it was hard for me. So Jesse and Shelly passed out immediately. I'm trying to keep Silas.
So done.
I'm trying to keep Silas quiet because he was asleep. So he was wide awake. I'm like, watch some TV, let them nap so we can have a few minutes to go around town. And then, Daddy and I wanted a drink at the bar later.
For sure.
So I let them get a couple of hours in. I got maybe 30 minutes of good, like, passed out sleep. And then I was like, all right, let's do this. Let's go around town. Let's take some pictures, and then we'll DoorDash our food which was going to be, hold on. You didn't put it on here.
No, it was like, okay, the world's most iconic where Philly cheesesteaks was invented, supposedly, which was actually a hot dog stand in Philly. So we had it door dashed up to us, and
it was terrible. Oh, no, okay, I'm not going to say terrible.
We can't say terrible but
6 out of 10 on Philly cheesesteak level.
Give it a 6.
In Philadelphia.
In Philadelphia. I think they just mastered it later on, and these guys just stuck with what they created.
Well, okay, so the presentation was great. It was huge. The Philly cheesesteak, the fries were amazing. But guess what? And I had made notes in the order to please give us mayo and ketchup. We had no mayo, no ketchup. And our tired-ass brains, and Jesse and I have now partaken in a couple of drinks from the bar. Our fried brains could not compute, hey, maybe the bar will have mayo and ketchup. And so we just ate that shit dry.
Yeah, we could have went down and got anything.
But Shelly was smart enough after we were done, because we were starving, we were tired, we were a little buzzed. Shelly was like, Silas, go grab us some mayo from the bar. And I'm like, oh, fuck.
Bitch. And we walked down, we checked out Independence Hall, everything. I mean, I'm telling Silas about all the American history stuff. Lindsay and I are taking pictures. We've seen the Liberty Bell and all the cool stuff. But it's even hard to recall it at this point.
We've got pictures.
We got pictures to recall it, but we were zombified still, even after our little power nappy. So
then we shower, we snooze for the night. We get a good night's sleep. Very good. Because we still went to bed by like 9 o'clock, which is early for all of us in that room. So on the next morning, we get up, we get our car back, we load it up, and we head towards the Rocky Stairs, which was for me. I've been a Rocky fan my whole life.
No, we did the Rocky Stairs after that, or before that in D.C. We did.
What are you talking about?
Out of Philly, after we left Philly?
Jesse, we got up in Philly and went to the Rocky Steps that are in Philly. What are you talking about?
The Rocky Stairs were in D.C. We did that the morning.
I'm taking everything off.
The morning before.
No, we did not.
See how zombified we were?
No, Jesse, the Exorcist Steps were in Washington, D.C.
Yes.
The Rocky Stairs were in Philadelphia because that's where it's filmed.
So maybe I'm that
zombied
zombied right now. I am. Holy shit. I'll tell them about the Rocky Stairs.
Okay.
So she said stairs, and I went back to the Exorcist Stairs.
Make sure you tell them that Silas and I both made a TikTok. He went.
Oh yeah, Silas. She's yelling at me because she went to go pee pee. Dude, it's at a huge museum in Philadelphia, and we got up that morning, and I was like, we need to do that for sure. We were going to do like the Fresh Prince basketball court and all that stuff because it's DNA, right? But we're driving around to try to find parking in that area, and everybody's running everywhere. And apparently they have like a Rocky Run that's fixing to be happening, and people are like practicing or whatever. Could not find parking there either. And I'm like, here we go again. We're doing the same thing we did in D.C. We're in Philly, and I want to check out these stairs because, we love Rocky. Actually, I think Lindsay loves Rocky way more than me. She's like the hugest Rocky fan. I found parking around back. Could have found it for free, but I didn't know it until afterwards. We paid like $30 to park there.
That was the most expensive parking.
Yeah.
It was $40.
It was $40?
$40.
For like 30 minutes. But
yeah.
I was like, maybe we can walk through the museum and go there without having to go all the way around. But the dude's like, no, you got to walk around the building. So we're walking around the building. And mind you, this whole trip, my sister was attacked by a hurricane a year before this.
Literally a year.
She was literally attacked. A tornado came through, or hurricane, or I think it was probably a tornado in the hurricane.
It was during a hurricane.
Yes, a tornado ripped up the area she was staying at, and it fell on top of her. So trooper she was. She's had surgery, knee surgery, so she's gimping along, trying to keep up. And we're kind of half-assed making fun of her, but in a fun way. We had to walk around this huge museum. It's beautiful on the outside. I wished I'd had another day in Philly, or 2. God, you could do 2 days in Philly for sure.
We could have made this a 20-day trip.
Yes, it would, like we were just saying. It was a month-long trip that we wrapped up in 8 days. Honestly. Lindsay's back. She tinkled.
Hi.
So we got to the front of the museum, which is beautiful Greek motif. All the cool artwork, and then Rocky, of course, he's doing his thing. And I'm all like, check out our socials, because I'm all like going like this at him. And Lindsay's like, she's like, this is her.
I can't believe that you thought that was in Philly.
What? Well, the stairs in D.C.
I mean, in D.C., yeah.
Well, I got confused because you said stairs, and
he has not been as obsessed with the Rocky series as me, and I know all about it.
That's what I was saying. Well, I got confused because of stairs and zombieisms. I really feel like Night of the Living Dead still has not. We kind of recouped after we left Philly. Really, we really solidified our rest and everything the next night.
But we still had to trek forward. So after the Rocky Stairs, we're like, all right, Jesse it's another 5 hours to our next stop for the night.
Yeah.
But Jesse made a little stop for us so we had to get on the Jersey Turnpike after we left Philly. And, we went to Black Tom Island, which you can see all of New York from, or New York City, Manhattan, and the Statue of Liberty, because we're not going to be in New York City for a few more days. But when we get there, we're not going to go to Liberty Island. Yeah. We're not going to go to the Statue of Liberty. So we wanted to get that view. So Jersey Turnpike to Black Tom Island. We get some picture. We take a break. We stretch our legs. We get to see a viewpoint of New York City, a really good one. And then the Statue of Liberty. And then we have to We have to drive through New York City to get to our next destination.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. But I wanted to say real quick, I think Black Tom was perfect because you actually had to walk up to that spot where you seen the Statue of Liberty.
It was gorgeous.
And you seen Brooklyn and Manhattan Island. You got the chance to soak all that in before we got in it.
It helped.
A few days. That's
it really helped.
That was the whole plan in my brain, which there's nothing in there most of the time. But the whole plan was, okay, you get to see the Statue of Liberty, but that whole scene of all of that, you got the whole spectrum, and you kind of soaked in a little bit. I think from then on, you still had a few anxieties, some stuff, but it was nowhere near as bad for the rest of the trip.
But guess what? Yeah, like you said, 30 minutes later, we're on the George Washington Bridge. Go ahead and look that up if you've never been there.
Well, yeah.
It has an upper and lower level, and it was dead stop traffic for a while, and I didn't have an anxiety attack.
See?
I was okay. So we go through that part of New York City to get through. So we got to drive through Connecticut. We're on our way to Norwood, Massachusetts.
Where Turnpike was beautiful in Connecticut.
Oh my God. That was the prettiest ride.
Yeah.
Period.
Loved it.
Other than Pennsylvania, but we'll get there.
It was nostalgia for me because of past history in my life where I'd been on it before, but I was just like, oh my God, I'm actually here again. Holy shit. This is so beautiful.
Everything's starting to foliage.
Yes.
It's beautiful. I mean, like, great ride, but it's a long ride. So Shelly does take over for a little while because Jesse knew that when we got to that area, I can't do it. Because you really don't know when the next bridge or tunnel is coming. And it's dangerous for me to drive with the panic attacks that can happen out of the blue. I did not have another one like the one through Baltimore Tunnel the rest of the trip. But who wants to risk that? I mean, what if I'd have blacked out while we were,
It might have been Rocky that kind of brought you through all that, man.
Well, okay. So when we were in Philly, I looked up all the bridges that we were going to have to or possibly cross the rest of the trip so that I could go ahead and be prepared. Mm-hmm. And there was a lot. Now, the Benjamin Franklin Bridge kind of haunted me. I was like, that's the biggest bridge I'd ever seen in my life up until that point. And we did not have to cross that, but we did have to cross other ones that were just as big. So the next day, like I said, we'll go through Connecticut, and I let Shelly pick what she kind of wanted for dinner. She said, can you try and find us an Italian place? Because we were staying in Norwood, Massachusetts. We get checked into, where was this at? The Courtyard by Marriott. Very nice place. They had a bar.
Of course. Awesome.
And I had found an Italian place in the area that had great reviews. Now, when you get there, it kind of looks like a hole in the wall because you have to go through the side door entrance because the front dining room is closed. We walk in there. The vibe is exceptional.
10. I give it. We walked into a 10.
15. 15 out of 10.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Boom. Dude's playing guitar, right? Right in front of us. The only table that's available.
Right in front of him.
Front row. And I'm over there like, let me make some love to this dude real quick because he's kicking ass on the guitar. And he was. Made a little love. Dude started playing what? Right after we got in there. He started playing fucking Tool. Right after that. He's like, dude, I see your guitar pick necklace. And I always wear this little Gen Z guitar pick necklace.
And I have one too, but I can't wear necklaces every day because of who I am as a person.
Yeah.
I'll yank it off at some point.
So he's like, you play guitar, you're a rocker, right? And I was like, well, yeah. And I was like, I'm in a band, I usually get paid to perform. He's like, so do I. I was like, I can tell that. And I walked up and I gave him some money and said, my son would love to play. But before that happened, we had ordered drinks.
What did our server say?
Oh, I got a full bar. So I'm in love. I got a full bar.
She was perfect.
Laid
she was
over
amazing.
The table, right in front of our face, just like the full-on, the cool servers. You ever see the cool servers and you're a server? So the ones that like lay all the way over the table, they're like in your shit and they're like,
loved
check
her.
this out.
So much.
Let me tell you about this and that. And they're they're enveloped into our little experience, and it was great. So I got the music. I already got that taken care of. Me and him are best buds. He's going to take care of Silas later on, right? And Lindsay's going to tell you about that because I'm going to step over here real quick, and then I got to go pee.
Okay.
Oh, how's
So
it
I'm gonna
on
finish.
the spot, really?
No, I love it. I'm ready.
I've never left.
I'm ready because I'm going to tell them about our food.
In any podcast,
about our whole
I've
experience.
never left the video screen.
You haven't. So go on.
Am I allowed to do that?
Bye.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Tell them about the full buy.
I'm going to tell them about the full.
You tell them about the whole thing. I'll be right the fuck back. I do have to tinky tink. Let me get out. I can't even get out from this hole, dude. Maybe I should just pee on myself. No? Okay.
We'll get Jesse a toilet right here at the table.
I may refill this because I don't have a full buy, but I got a buy. Try it. It got better.
Ugh. No, I'm done. Done with bourbon. Okay, so we're at Cafe Venice. We've got an amazing server. They got a full buy. And so Jesse and Shelly order Long Island iced tea. Silas gets a root beer. I get a White Claw. And they bring me a glass with ice for it. And I've never had that before. I've ordered seltzers, many places, never get a glass with ice for it. Didn't intend on using it, but I was like, why not? Put it on there. And then Jesse gave me like his cherries and stuff. So I made myself a little cocktail. So then we order the Long Island style calamari, which was, if you've ever had calamari, you ain't had it like you had it in Norwood, Massachusetts. So they did had fried calamari with butter, garlic, and peppers. That is called Long Island style. It was delicious. Then Jesse orders the lasagna, and so does Shelly. I get veal parmesan because I haven't had veal parmesan in years. And I've never had it better than my Aunt Catherine made it, who is from Jacksonville. I stayed with her a summer. She changed my life. That's a whole different story. So Jesse gets his lasagna, loves it. My veal parmesan. Tell them about my veal parmesan.
10 tits. All the tits.
Well, Silas gets asked to come play guitar for their audience right there in Cafe Venice. And he ordered a meatball sub. So he plays a couple of songs, comes back, eats his dinner. We get a nice little, like everything is good. We get a nice little buzz. We have our dinner. And a very, very sweet woman who had special needs come up and talk to us. Her favorite color happened to be purple too. So she loved my nails. She loved my, the outfit I had on that day had purple in it, right?
It did. And
Yeah.
Like, that's my favorite.
Yes.
And she.
No. I was wearing pink that day. She loved my nails. That's right. And I had on, because I had
purple though. Yes.
I was wearing my, ghost face that says, "No, you hang up." He's on the phone. Yeah. And with my pink cargo pants. I love that outfit from American Eagle. My God, so comfortable. Great for driving because I knew we had to drive a lot that day. So we have a great experience at Cafe Venice. Our server was amazing. She was also, because the next day we're going to Maine. And the next day she was going to Maine. So it was really cool how a lot of things tied in together.
And of course, everybody's following my little itinerary, which it's way longer. The hours and the trips and all that, because I'm trying to adjust for like time, traffic. So what I had for 4 hours, we were actually in Maine in 2.
Okay, so the next morning we get up. We got to drive through Boston.
Oh, yeah.
Now, our original plan was to go to Boston for a little while, but we had made sure that we got a good night's sleep before our trek to Maine the next day because we wanted to spend a little time in Maine. So we decided to not stop in Boston, but we had to drive through it. And guess what? Tunnel, bridge. But your girl made it. No problems. And then there was probably 2 more bridges on the way to Maine.
Might I add real quick? One of the tunnels went underneath of one of the tunnels.
It did.
She actually was trooping on that one, though. She was a trooper on that one. I was like, I didn't say shit because I was like, I'm in it.
I was ready. I was prepared.
And we came out of a tunnel, went across the bridge, and then went under the same fucking tunnel that we were just in.
That was the biggest bridge I've ever been over in my life. Yeah. That was bigger than the George Washington Bridge, bigger than the Betsy Ross Bridge, the Boston, I think it's the Tobin Bridge. I don't know. That one in Jacksonville that goes really down steep, that one's a motherfucker. I don't know what bridge that is. You know what I mean? It's steep when you're going over it.
The Butler Bridge?
It might have been I don't know. That one is what started my anxiety over bridges a long time ago.
That's the Matthews Bridge.
Matthews Bridge, yes.
Take it to the Matthews Bridge.
Check out the Matthews Bridge. Okay,
and check out
so
Limp Bizkit because he says it in it.
we get to. So this was it was actually about an hour and 15 minutes. Jesse had 4 hours, but it was our whole driving experience that day was about 4 hours.
Yes.
So it's about an hour and 15 minutes. We get to Portland, Maine.
It's beautiful.
What was the name of the park, the first park that we went to? Hold on, let me look really quick. Jesse, talk.
So it was
I've got it time stamped or
the
location stamped.
The Portland Head Light. It's probably
but it's the name of the
park
park
was
is
named something different. So
and that's what I'm going to look
It's
up.
the most iconic lighthouse
and
photographed lighthouse in the world. If you look up lighthouses, you're going to see it. And we showed up to it, and of course, poor Shelly, she's hobbling, dude. We had to park in the overflow parking because the whole park was just slammed full of people. Beautiful. And I was like, I know when I get up here and I crest over this hill, it's going to be the most iconic sight that Lindsay's ever seen as far as beauty and a lighthouse and all that. To take it in, the pictures do not.
Fort Williams Park.
Yes, the pictures do not do justice, but you can find it on our socials. We did.
I'm going to post all of our pictures when this episode comes out, which will be Thursday.
Yeah.
October something.
Yeah.
So it's Cape Elizabeth. The park that you go to is Fort Williams Park, and it is the most picturesque cape and lighthouse that you've ever seen in your life. The pictures that I took equaled the postcards that they were selling.
Right.
It was, I could have sat there and just watched the waves hit these rocks on this cape
The whole day.
for forever. Like I could, if I didn't have responsibilities, if I was a drifter, that's where I would live.
She showed up. She's like, for the first time
in forever.
No, I literally took a picture of Lindsay taking pictures because that was so beautiful to me. And I was just taking that in. I was standing behind you and I was like, look at my wife. She's so beautiful. Like, I'm tearing up right now. Just thinking about it. Of course, I had a picture of her ass.
Of course.
Looking good.
And then we get a really nice couple to take a picture of us, which is one of my favorite pictures that we took the entire trip. And we took pictures of them, of course. Well, I did. 'Cause Jesse's like, nah, I'm not. He's not a good picture taker. So I do my best.
suck.
I put effort into it.
And that's cool because I can goof boot about me sucking about taking pictures. So out of one out of 10, okay, 10 being the best, how nice was fucking everyone on this whole trip? Yeah, I can't deny.
No, we had not one rude person. Period.
No. And
The
I didn't
entire
even come across any masshole
trip.
driving. Really?
We did get honked at a few times in Massachusetts. Like as soon as the light turns green, you got to go.
Yeah.
And because they're honking at you.
That's part of our uncultured asses being up in New England area that we haven't ever really experienced a lot of. And it was just like, it was new to us. But other than that, everyone that we were in contact.
Like I'm going to put this in the socials, but I'm just going to show you guys. Like, look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
That's so awesome. And even when we were in Philly, like the dude told us all about Gettysburg.
Oh yeah, we forgot about that. The bartender
was
gave
amazing.
us 2 spots to make sure that we went to in Gettysburg. We chose one of the 2 that he recommended, and we loved it. But we'll get there.
We'll talk about that. But it was just like everyone is so fucking nice. Why? I mean, even in Florida, you don't get that level of. You don't. I don't think we get that. That was a level there. It's so welcoming. It was just really nice. And I enjoyed that part of it. We needed it because we're hanging on to dear life in a few spots there. But after Philly, though, everything got better. And that Italian restaurant was amazing that you talked about with all those Tinkle Tinkle. And so now we're checking out the most amazing lighthouse I've ever seen. And I had more plans to go to another set of lighthouses also.
So we went so after the time, oh my God, I done lost it. Where was it at? Hold on 1 second. After, hold on.
Oh, the Cape Elizabeth.
Give me 2 seconds.
Okay, I'm gonna take a
I'm
sip.
going backwards.
She
I'm going
wants to
backwards.
get it all together. Oh, perfect.
Yes.
The whole trip is perfect.
So after the Thomas, I'm getting there. I remember it was Thomas something. Oh no, it wasn't Thomas anybody. After the Fort Williams Park, we drove down to Two Lights Lobster Shack. Well, we did the state park first because there was some scenery there that is iconic. I'm going to share, like, even my 11-year-old son was like, take a picture of me doing this position. Like, I'm thinking, like, and I'm going to post that in Instagram stories. And I've also got TikToks of everything on Drink About Something pod _ Lindsay. And then Jesse has shared them on his, and he's also shared them on YouTube, correct?
Yeah.
So check out those TikToks. But yeah, like, it's breathtaking. It's breathtaking. It's words and pictures cannot describe that area. And I'm going to let you talk about it. Go.
Yeah, as far as like the montage of everything, I haven't put it all together because it was like 20-second montages. I'm going to do like a good one on YouTube. You know, we'll do it like slower and make it where you can see it fast because it was so fast on the.
But talk about what you taught me.
Yeah.
He's the historian and the information bug here.
We're at two lights, right? And they had a military battery set up for World War II there. So we literally crashed over top of a military bunker from World War II.
I got a picture of Silas in front of it.
And you can go down, you can see where the turrets and for the big guns. I mean, they used to have some epic fucking guns set up right there on the coastline. Walk on down, beautiful scenery. This is prehistoric volcanic rock that we're walking on. So 250 million years ago, there was a huge volcano, plate tectonics and all the shit, probably around the dinosaur area. It's beautiful how it just layers in, and we're not used to that beach. We're Florida. We're from Florida, so we're used to Florida beaches. So, I mean, the Gulf Coast or whatever. It's different over there. In some spots, it gets beautiful. Around St. Pete area, from St. Pete south, it gets beautiful.
That's what I grew up having. Like, my childhood, we had a timeshare condo in Treasure Island, and that was.
Yeah, but my contrast.
But still, nothing as beautiful as what we saw in Maine.
It's a different world, and we've seen beaches all over the Caribbean.
Yeah,
and I refer as the Gulf being like your Big Bend area. It's not really all that great, but St. Pete down, beautiful. Caribbean, beautiful, iconically beautiful. But to see those rocks that are just layered in there, the volcanic rocks, ancient, it's another world.
And the water hitting them and it's spraying upward. It's just like, oh, that shit you only see in movies, and I got to see it in real life.
Yeah. It's like people have to pay for that, and it's just right there for them, and it was just amazing.
And we had lunch at the Two Lights Lobster Shack. And so they had lobster rolls, crab rolls, other seafood. You could get some basic ass cheeseburgers, but who wants that when you're in Maine? And you could also order a whole lobster, which we did not do because we are balling on a budget. Silas was not happy about the fact that we did not get him a whole lobster, but he got over it. It's whatever.
Yeah, pretext on that, though. Like, we were looking at the menu board and like, Silas, what do you want? And then he decided to have a lobster roll. Mm-hmm. And Buddy went in there, and then, of course, they pulled out a big-ass fucking lobster right in front of him. He's like, no, I wanted lobster. So he's melting down.
$25 a pound, by the way.
Yeah.
Market price.
No, you're getting what you ordered. No, I didn't order that. And I was like, come on, dude. 11-year-olds. But it was amazing. Lobster rolls there are amazing. I could not afford a whole lobster there.
I mean, we had money put aside, but it would have literally, like, it would have dug into the rest of our money
Yeah.
for the rest. And we were only in day 3.
We did so great on this trip. We're going to HHN.
Yeah, we saved money.
Yeah.
So next, after we leave Portland, Maine, we go back down to Hampton Beach, New Hampshire, to stay the night before we venture out for the next day. Now, the hotel was the oldest building besides Lizzie Borden's house that I've ever stayed at in my life that I can recall. What was it called? The Hillcrest?
Hillcrest. And it's
Give it a
beautiful.
5.
Yeah, we'll give the hotel.
The hotel itself, 5.
Scenery.
Five
I'd give
stars.
it
No, not 5 stars.
5 out of 10. You'll give it. Right?
Yeah, I'll give it 5 out of 10, but it's not 5 stars.
But balling on a budget, it was perfect because we watched the sunrise that next morning.
The best part about the room was we did have a balcony and it looked right at the ocean. We walked down to the ocean. We walked down to most of their stuff is off season because we did go after Labor Day.
Yep.
And our amazing server in Norwood, Massachusetts had told us that most things were either closed or getting ready to close.
Down, yeah. And the
She
whole
said-
town was stripped down the next morning. It was
She said pretty much after Labor Day, anything up north is gonna close down.
yeah.
But it was still warmish weather. But it was beautiful. It was windy. It was nice. So we stay in Hampton Beach, New Hampshire, and I've got to tell you. So we decided to go to the Walmart the next day. That was in the area, so we could get a few more supplies before we get back on the road. We wanted a tub for our dirty clothes, things like that. Because, like I said, on a 9-day stretch, you literally go from beach to Farmville. It was wild.
Away, yeah.
5 minutes away. It was 2 miles to the Walmart, 2.5. And so we did that while Silas and Shelly got ready. They're like Jesse and I. We get up out of bed, we get going, we're good. They take a little bit.
Yeah.
So it was good for us. We went ahead and we got food. We went to Walmart. We did all that taken care of before we got on the road to. Where did we go next, Jesse?
Tell them about the fucking sunrise, Lindsay. The beautiful fucking sunrise.
Jesse and I.
Fucking sunrise, Lindsay.
So the night before, So the night before, we went to a little package store and got some of John Daly's seltzers, and we got some White Claws, and we sat on the. Jesse, after about 2 of them, he strips all down to his boxers. And is like, I'm chilling. I'm good here. I've got a video of him in his boxers and sunglasses drinking John Daly's with his pants. John Daly's, what was it? Raspberry lemonade seltzers.
I had to let my hair down a little bit there.
It was nice. It was fun. It was good. And I have to tell you, like the room, tiny, claustrophobic as fuck. The balcony was great, but the water pressure in the shower was the best that we had the whole trip. The water pressure in that shower was the night that I decided to do another everything shower because I just felt like it. I wanted to do it. But so we had seltzers, we got food to go so we could eat on the balcony. We got up at 5 a.m. to watch the sunrise and watched oh my God, it's beautiful. I'm going to put it in stories.
Yes.
We watched a shrimp boat do its thing. And I decided to put my makeup on out on the balcony because the weather was gorgeous.
Yeah.
It was sweater weather. It was sweater weather.
It was nice, cool, kind of brisk with the wind. Shrimp boat, you can hear the dinging a little bit in the background. Lighthouses, you can see them in the far, far distance. Just the whole the season was stripped down. We didn't find. I wanted to get the fried dough. We didn't get the fried dough.
We didn't. We were full. It felt like all we were doing was sitting and eating. And Jesse and I are used to a lot of activity.
We want to go.
And we only eat about 2 meals a day. And like our systems were full to the brim. And so we made sure we ate because we had to. Like he got a cheeseburger. I got a salad. I got a Greek salad from one of the little street shops. It was great. But we did not, we had no room for the fried dough.
Yeah.
So Leave us a comment about what fried dough tastes like because I want to know.
I've heard about fried dough.
Send us some.
Other podcasts.
I'll give you my address.
I was like,
I'll send you a cake if you send me fried dough if you're from New Hampshire.
What were we on the True Crime Obsessed? Or we were listening to something. I gotta
pee again.
And the guys were talking about fried dough on there. And I was like, dude, we got it. It was last podcast, I think it was. It might have been.
Yeah.
And the boys were talking about fried dough. And I was like, dude, we need to try some fried dough. That would be amazing. But we missed out on it. But the whole scenery right there was just beautiful. It was a perfect time because we didn't need all of the tourist bullshit with everything. And then the next morning, just watching that sunrise with Lindsay, it was a moment. It was a great moment. I was sitting on the back porch, and it was just like a side porch. You could see, and the sun came up just perfectly right in front of us. Beautiful as fuck. That was a great moment. Romantic as fuck. I just was ready for the next day. We got all packed up. And then we're heading down, of course, to Fall Rivers. But before we did that, Lindsay's going to come back because she had to go tink tink. She always has to go tink tink right in the middle and put me on the spot, dude. I don't know if I'm going to fill this in correctly without her feeling like she's missing out on Salem. So I'm just going to say cheers. And I'm out of my Manhattan, and I can't wait to share my Manhattan story with you guys. These cherries in here are fucking amazing. I'm a little buzzed already. So definitely September, I feel like, was the perfect time for us to go up. And if you don't want all the crowd and all the stuff, they kind of had a lot of stuff stripped down, like I said. But you still had enough things to do. And there was so much to take in. But going to Salem the next morning, we were just so excited about that. This was her thing. She even got the hat to prove it. I'm going to let her tell that while I'm chewing on these cherries.
Okay, so we leave New Hampshire, and it's about, I think it was 48 minutes total from Hampton, New Hampshire to Salem, Massachusetts. We drive through the town a little bit. We see some side roads and stuff because GPS kept taking us on these little scenic routes that we didn't ask for, but we liked them. We enjoyed it.
Beautiful.
And so we find a parking garage, and Jesse already knew. I'm glad that he knew that. You follow the yellow and red lines through the town to see all the things that you want to see. So we stopped at Gallows Hill and saw a little presentation, which I like because we have covered the Salem witch trials. Go back like a year ago in our catalog and check those out. I made them as accurate as I could find. So they did a little presentation on that, which I appreciated because Silas didn't know a lot of that history. And this was a good PG-13 way of him learning that because he's 11, he's about to be 12. And so we're not completely sheltering parents, but at the same time, there's some things you just need to be older to understand. And this was a good little presentation. So Gallows Hill is great. Now you can go through Salem and spend a lot of money on museums and haunted houses and things. That was the main one we did. After that, we just kind of went around town. We took pictures of the Bewitched statue, just certain things. The house from Hocus Pocus, both of them. There's two houses that they used, and the witch house, and then the mansion that the kids lived in. What else did we see in Salem?
We just checked out. We went to Blackcraft.
Blackcraft.
I had to support them because they helped get me to Rockville.
But hold on, let me look through my pictures.
That was
you go ahead.
amazing. And you walk into Blackcraft, it's like checkered floors, beautiful. It's laid out perfectly. I follow them, and then we walked to the was it the courthouse, area. We walked down to the courthouse. It's like downhill. And that's where they had like the trials in front of it and all that. We walked around all that. And, we had an amazing meal while we were there, too.
So we went to Dire Wolf Cafe because we love Game of Thrones and we love us some Dire Wolves. So we stopped in there to eat. Our server was like, but the food was great. Jesse got steak tips with mashed potatoes and some spinach, like buttered spinach.
So good.
I got a kick-ass sushi roll. Silas got some, he got some basic mac and cheese, but it was made with like my favorite noodles, the cantellini. And I don't even remember what Shelly got. She just got some basic chicken tenders, didn't she?
Some chicken tenders. Some chicken tenders.
But that was pretty good. And then we set off on our journey to Fall River, Massachusetts, where we stayed in the Lizzie Borden bed and breakfast, which is the original home that the murders that Lizzie was accused of happened.
I didn't know.
Jesse didn't know.
And
we recorded our episode about Lizzie Borden in that house. But first, because you cannot, unless you're doing a museum tour, well, I guess you still can't. You can't check into your room until 6 p.m.
Yeah.
If you rent a room through the bed and breakfast, because they do tours during the day. And you can do a full package of the room, breakfast, and museum tour. We just did the night stay because we had to go to New York City the next day. So, and we had literally done, okay, so hold on one second. So Salem is 48 minutes from Hampton Beach to Salem. And then it's another 2 hours to the Lizzie Borden house. It was actually about an hour and 45 minutes to be exact.
Yeah.
The town of Fall River is gorgeous. They have a beautiful river, a humongous bridge.
We came up on that ridge, so we're a lot of Fall River's down there near the river, so we're on a ridge coming into Lizzie's. They called it Borden Street.
It was Borden Road, but previously when she lived there, I think it was called 92 2nd Street.
Yeah.
Or 192, something like that. It's in our episode.
Beautiful,
check out our episode on that.
The town is just amazing.
Gorgeous.
We found some amazing food there, and we talked to the guy next door at Lizzie's coffee shop. Amazing. He had all the knowledge. There was so much to do in that town. I wish we had more time. My biggest recommendation, find you a crew of people that want to do some shit like this and rent out the whole house.
Yeah, because you can rent out the whole house if you have enough people. I think it sleeps 20.
Yeah, and you can afford it. It was like $250
It was
a room.
so reasonable.
Fucking reasonable.
Yeah.
Fucking amazing. Fucking everything. Fuck. It was awesome.
The only thing that you can't do is drink in the home. We had drinks outside of the home, and you can't have Ouija boards, but you can have spirit boxes. Yeah. And you can have things of that nature. You can play games. Like it was really cool. And they do have dummies laid out to where Andrew was hacked and where Abby was hacked. And it was really funny because we had the Lizzie and Emma suite, and some guests had rented out the guest bedroom where Abby was slain. And they were like, come look at this. And literally on the other side of their bed where they were sleeping for the night was a dummy of Abby covered by a sheet.
Which I didn't walk into.
He didn't walk into.
That far in.
And just for the record, if you're at the top of the stairs and you're not looking over that bed, you can't see Abby's body.
No, I
just
was standing
remember that
at the doorway of the bed and couldn't see it.
No.
I couldn't see it at the door.
Because I told him, don't come in here. He didn't know yet.
I laid some podcast cards down on their bed for them to, check us out because they were interested. They were buds of ours. We automatically connected with everybody in the whole house. And pretty much every room was sold out. So all the people that were walking around down there.
Yeah, it was a full house.
Yeah. We're like all best buds, though. Silas made best buds with all of them.
Silas, he made, like I did put this in the previous recap about Lizzie Borden, but Silas made friends with people who were leaving to go to Salem the next day, and we had just come from Salem, so he talked to them about that. Like, he's very social, and he went through places of the house that we didn't even go.
He snuck and got the VIP tour on his own.
He did.
He did. He did not.
Because he didn't know. Yeah.
Well, I was just like, well, just tell him you didn't know.
Right.
Because they opened up all the rooms to every spot in the house that you're supposed to pay for. Silas just bucked out and did it.
And the shower that they had in that house, because, you know, that's important to us as travelers. We want a nice place to wash. It was really nice. It was a dual head shower. The bathroom, of course, had been added on later on in life because they did not have that when the Bordens resided in that house. They had a one flushing toilet, which was in the basement.
Yeah.
Yep. So they have added bathrooms. So there is bathrooms and running water and electricity, which the Bordens did not get to have.
Go and rent it with your whole crew.
With your whole crew.
Get all your buddies together and rent the whole house, dude. You will love it.
Go have dinner down at Fall River Grill beforehand. Have some good drinks. See Natalia. She's amazing. And then go back to your room and have a good time. Yeah. And let me tell you something. I slept like a baby in Lizzie Borden's bed. Sure did. It was very comfy.
I wasn't feeling any weird vibes there at all. It wasn't until
no bad energy
later on that we felt some vibes. Yeah.
So the next morning we get up and we go to the coffee shop where and I don't want to now I know now, but I did not know then. I don't want to spoil that though, because if you want to go to that area, go to the coffee shop next door, because that family and that coffee shop is
fucking amazing.
Impeccable. Yeah. Great. And they have stories to tell you that I will let them tell you.
Yes.
And so we're getting ready to go to New York City.
Yeah.
I did do a get ready with me in Lizzie's room. I have not. It's in my drafts.
You got a fuzzball. Hang on.
I have not. I've got to edit it. I'm going to have to do a voiceover with our little microphone because it was weird, but I want to put it out there. But yeah, so stay tuned for that on my TikTok. So we go to New York City. Now, our original route was going to take us over the Triborough Bridge, which Jesse panicked about.
I was kind of horrified over that one time before. Yeah.
But guess what? Your girl found a different route, and we only went over the Henry Hudson Bridge, which was not that bad.
No, it was great coming into New York. Manhattan was coming in you did a great job on that one. Thank you. Thank you, Lindsay. Look at you go over here.
So we get into Manhattan around 3:00, and we can't check into our room till 4, or was it that?
And these goobers are asleep as fuck in the back.
All sleeps. Like, yeah, nobody.
I'm like, dude, we're in Manhattan.
We're like, me and Jesse like.
I had to actually pull over and run a red light because a cop, like, as soon as I got, like, my first real stop there, dude's behind me with his, siren running. I'm like, oh, I get to run this red light, then get ahead of everybody. So that was cool. And then we turn on. Boom. We're in the shit. And Lindsay's not freaking out, which I was so appreciative that you had taken all that in from the Tom Black Island and everything. Black Tom Island. I was like, she's not freaking out. I love it. I'm going to be fine. I just need to pay attention to all the shit, because the traffic lights, that's what got me earlier in D.C. and everything, because the traffic lights are in different spots. So I'm just paying attention to all the people walking, all the stuff. We pull up. Boom. They put our fucking van in a vending machine that he's like, just pull up and unload your shit, right? And I'm like,
they were like, what?
So how uncultured we are. We're not used to that. So we hurry up. I finally woke up everybody in the back seat. We get unloaded.
By the way, that was a 4-hour drive. Yeah. Oh, well, just under, from Lizzie Borden's house to New York City.
Yeah, wasn't too bad, because we did more of that Parkway and everything. Mm-hmm. It was phenomenal. The coming in was perfect. A little bit weirded out about the car vending machine thing. Got everybody woke up, unloaded real quick, and then we literally stayed at the OIO. It was less than half a block away, so it was just like we get out, walk a couple hundred feet.
There's Times Square.
We're right there.
It's across the street from the Palace. Now, we did have an initial issue with the room. So first we get there, we can't check in quite yet, but they hold our stuff in a storage room. So we walk around town, and then we come back, we get checked in, but we wanted to get on. So Jesse had paid for 48 hours on the hop on, hop off bus, and their last bus ran at 5:00. So we hurried down there. We turned the air on in our room. We leave. We go to, we make a couple of stops, and we go to Central Park.
Yep.
We walk Central Park. Well, not all of it, about half of it. And then we walked probably about, me and myself. Oh, wait. We went and ate a hot dog with kraut, a Nathan's hot dog with kraut.
Yep.
In front of, what museum was that?
That was the that was the Metropolitan Museum.
Metropolitan Museum,
Yeah.
the Met.
The Met. So we went to the Met, and then you can cross, which is a perfect track, honestly. I've done it before. You go to the Met, you cross over to the Museum of Natural History right through Central Park, and you get to see all these iconic spots where it's been in movies and stuff. So it was really fun to do that. Lagging along, my poor sister with her knee, but she did all right, you know. And we were a little late to actually go into the lobbies and check out a little bit, because I was like, well, let's just walk into the lobbies of these places and we'll catch the subway back.
But also, there was a government shutdown.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
So there was limited access to things like that anyways.
Yeah, maybe it was. But we did the damn things. And I was like, we'll just cab it back.
But we had a kraut hot dog on the steps of the Met, walked through Central Park, and then we walked about 3 more blocks. And then Shelly was like, I got to cab it. But you know what was so fun for me walking in New York City, just like down this random street, is hearing everybody's conversation as they walked by, because they lived there. Yeah. Like, what, you know, and people had their groceries in one hand. Some people had their food for dinner that night in another hand. And that was just like, city life is so different than ours.
Everybody's loud too when they talk, because they're so used to all the noise around them. So they're just loud people. And I loved it. Everybody was nice still.
I loved it.
Everybody was still nice. Still amazing.
I can't even describe how much I love New York City. Really? And people think I'm crazy. But so we get back to the room. Now, we had already pedaled around Times Square for a little bit and did South and Street performers. Don't look them in the eye. They are there to hustle you.
Put you in the middle of the performance real fast, especially when you're
and hustle you for money.
Big dude with a cool shirt on and a straw hat, standing out, and they just like, no, you are definitely going to be a part of my performance.
He had a horror movie Hawaiian shirt on, and with his straw hat, and he's 8'6", 6'12". So he got picked, and so they were there. They're there to hustle your money. You know, if you don't want to be hustled, don't look anybody in the eye, like literally in Times Square. I
shit on them because I was like, I'm part of the show. I'm not supposed to give you $20 to be part of your show. They were like, boo this guy, or you're going to die. Or so they said something about it because they had to jump over top of like 4 dudes, right?
Mm-hmm. Very tall dudes.
And he's like, we're putting you at the end. You're going to die. He's going to fall on you. I was like, dude, I ain't paying you to be part of your show. I'm part of your show.
Yeah, you picked me. You picked my husband.
And grabbed me. And I was assholeish. I really did want to support him, you know.
We did give them money. We did give them money. Not the extra $20 that they wanted
to go stand out there and be part of their show.
Yeah.
So get that right. I don't know.
Yeah, we had already put money in one of their buckets.
Yeah.
And we were limited on cash anyways, because we had put that, like, we had that hidden in spots that nobody needs to know about.
That's what I told him though. I was like,
that was in case like tragedy, you know.
He was like, where are you from? I'm from Florida. He's like, this guy's from Vice City, yo. I was like, I'm balling on a budget. I ain't finna pay you to be part of your show whenever I'm part of the show. But we did give them some money, and they did a phenomenal show.
Yeah, it was really good.
Breakdancing, flipping, all that in Times Square. It was like we showed up in Manhattan, and the next day though.
But wait.
What?
We got to talk about the pizza that we had for dinner that night.
Evening, yes.
So we went down. Okay, so we get back to our room after Central Park, and we get a cab back. We get back to our room, and it's still hot as fuck.
Oh yeah.
So another nice front desk hotel operator at the OYO gave us another room. Get in there. It's already cold. We're like, okay, we're good. Because I told everybody to not unpack anything until we figured out what was going on with this air conditioning.
Right.
And our window looked right outside the door to the Palace Theater. It was very cool. So we get all of our stuff in that room. We go back out and we go have New York City pizza. And oh my God.
Little Italy, right? Was it called Little Italy Pizza? I think
I thought it was Ray's.
Was it Ray's? It might have been Ray's. Yeah.
It was one of those two. But
it was iconic New York.
So you
pizza.
pick out
Amazing.
you pick out from like several pies that they already have cooked, and you pick out what you want, and then they put it back into the brick oven. Oh my God.
That's how
you don't need
it.
you don't need no ranch with that pizza. It's a little Parmesan, a little red pepper. Perfect.
Phenomenal.
And then we go and we have a good night. No, we tried to have at the bar downstairs. We tried to have we did have a Long Island. It was $60 for two, and they were terrible. So
yeah.
Don't do that. So we were like, you know what? We're not going to drink in New York City because we did not like their Long Island iced teas, and they didn't have seltzers at the bar downstairs from the OIO. And we were like, okay, we're good. Let's go to bed. So the next morning we get up and we're ready to do a full day on the hop on, hop off bus. And we go to the Krispy Kreme in Times Square. I got a pumpkin spice donut. Jesse, what'd you get?
I just got like a cream filled donut. I don't know.
And Silas got
phenomenal.
2 different sprinkle donuts.
I mean, Krispy Kreme is the tits, but I just
So our first stop, hold on, I'm going to pull up my picture so I can timeline it.
Okay.
So our first stop in New York City,
the big red bus. So we had 15 stops, I think, on the south side.
That was the downtown.
The downtown side, yeah.
We had went uptown the night before, downtown on I think it was Wednesday. Is that right? Yeah. On Wednesday.
That would be right. Yeah.
So our first stop was that we got off of. We got off at the spot where we could walk to the Friends Experience in New York City, where you can go and look at the set. You can take a tour. We didn't do that. We were kind of scrubbing. We were just looking around the building, and this guy was like, "Hey, it's free coffee day in there." So we're like, "What?" So we go in there, we get free coffee, we take a couple of pictures, and then we walk back and we go and we're taking pictures of buildings. They give on the big red bus, they give you headphones where you can listen to an audio of everything that you're about to pass by. Iconic spots and then they take you to the next spot. And we went to first we did
the
Empire State Building.
Yeah, we walked into that. That was cool.
And then we did Chinatown and had the best Chinese food we've ever had in our life. Ever.
Period. I don't think I'll ever find anything that good.
And
that good.
I forgot the name of it. Hold on. Let me look up Shelly's. She took a picture of it.
Oh, the restaurant in Chinatown?
Actually, I think I saved it. Hold on. From her profile.
Everybody was just so nice. That was just what I can't get over. And the food was amazing. Even the carts, because we ate a few times at the carts. I didn't mind it a bit. And she wanted to do that. Lindsay's already getting in like so many things that she's wanted to do in her whole life. It was just phenomenal. And I can't say it enough. I kind of want to go back already, even though I'm completely done with New York City.
Hold on one second. I'm going to get you guys the name of the restaurant because you got to go there. You got to go there and get you some.
If you ever go there, you got to go there. And do the big red bus for real.
Yes.
Get both loops. You really need 3 days in Manhattan. You really need 3 days.
A coworker of mine is about to go for a week at Christmas time.
Oh, that'd be beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm getting there, guys. I promise. I'm getting there.
Oh, but are you getting there? Are you there now? What about now? What about?
Here we go. Hold on, we're almost there.
She's almost there. Oh, wait a minute. What about now?
Shh.
Oh, there she is. She's almost got it. So we needed a professional photographer to follow us around. 'Cause
Legit.
so much, you know.
Oh my God, where is it? Where is it? I know she tagged me in it and everything. Oh, I can go to my page. Duh.
Well, you could. Or you could.
You shut your mouth. You shut your mouth while you're talking to me.
I will. I'm almost done. Like, I done drank my Manhattan, and I'm still drinking some Vista Bay. I'm a little sloshy right here on this. Can I call this drunk about something recap thing? What do we need to call it?
I'm getting there. So
Yeah, because we're fixing to give up on you,
okay,
Lindsay.
East Season Restaurant. I found it. East Season Restaurant in Chinatown. Absolutely amazing food. And so you order everything you want, but they present it like sharing style. And that's what we did because we would have never finished all that individually.
And we want some Chinese food.
Yes.
It was good.
So then we hop back on, and now let me go back to my pictures to show my timeline. And we go to the Brooklyn Bridge. Mm-hmm. That was amazing. I walked over half of it.
Wasn't it?
It was absolutely, incredible. And I also found the building that they used to show, which is this one right here. Let me show you. Where Will and Grace lived on Will and Grace.
Yeah,
And
they were hanging out like in one of the little corridors outside
Yes.
right there. Yeah.
And I took pictures of as many buildings as I could because even the small buildings are gigantic. Like, it's insane. So we went over the Brooklyn Bridge or halfway over it, and then we went to the World Trade Center and Twin Tower sites and saw the infinity pools where they now have that's what's there now instead of the Twin Towers. And the memorial, we donated to the memorial. And then we basically just stayed on the bus the rest of its route until it took us back to M&M World on Times Square.
That's where you get on and off right there.
Yeah. That's like the first stop.
Yeah.
For downtown. And so then we decided to walk around. Silas really wanted to get Popeye's chicken in Times Square.
He had to, dude.
Because of little Nicky. And let me tell you, we will not go to the Popeyes in our town because the customer service is horrible.
Sucks.
Okay? Go to Popeyes in Times Square. By the time I had pressed, so you order at the kiosk. By the time I had pressed send and walked to the counter, they had Silas's order ready, and it was incredible.
I think they called him Sealess. But yeah, that's fine. Here's your shit, dude. It was perfect. They gave him all the stuff that he needed to go with it.
Everything.
You know, now
No attitude.
nothing. Just it was beautiful, and dude's just
Fresh hot chicken.
You know, here you go, Sealess. He had everything he needed. You go to Popeyes here. You don't even get a napkin. Yeah.
And if you ask for one, you get an attitude. I haven't been to our Popeyes in years. Because it's like
I go. I can't help it.
I don't want to deal with all that. I don't want that bad energy over my food. But I wanted a Reuben from a deli. And so we let Silas get his chicken. While he ate his chicken, Jesse stayed with him, and I went down to the Sephora at Times Square, which was completely overstimulating, I have to say, for me.
Probably 3 stories.
Well, so you go in and you ride the escalator down. I do have like a whole video of that. And also, this was Times Square Sephora, so everything was top notch, top priced. And I was still going to get a little something, but the line was a mile long, and I was like, no. And I was starting to get hungry. So we trekked on to the Majestic Delicatessen, where I got my dream Reuben with the best coleslaw I've ever had in my life.
Dream Weaver.
Dream Reuben.
Yes. I can't feel the knick-knack.
And guess what else they had? They had Big Boy White Claws, so I could get my little buzz on. Because we were walking and we were riding. I didn't have to drive anywhere.
It was good. I shared it with her. It's very, very good.
So yeah, it was a $30 Reuben, but it was this thick, full of meat, delicious. And then they also had spicy dill pickle chips, kettle chips. I mean, like, perfect spot for me. And then we walked to the Rock. Walked all through that bitch because we had to find a bathroom because I got to pee, especially after I've had a White Claw, a big one. So we pee, and Jesse and Silas go to the top. Now, your turn.
Is it? My turn? Really?
You talk. I'm going to go pee and grab another drink because we still got just a few more minutes of talking here.
Okay. So it's my turn. Rockefeller Center, though, is iconic for Lindsay and I. We can't help but just take it in. I mean, Jimmy Fallon, SNL, everything. We had to check all that out. You guys got to go to the top of the Rock, really. Was it the Rainbow Room, Lindsay?
Yeah.
I went to the Rainbow Room, and Silas is just taking it in. It's like 45 seconds. You go to the top, and you're in an elevator. They have the top of the elevator turns into like a little TV screen. You know, it's like, welcome to the Rock, you know. And I took a video. I think I posted it. It's Silas's face. He's just like wide open, taking it in. We show up at the top. We're on the lower level, but we're on the top deck. And there's like 3 more levels that you can go on up. But before we did that, we're panning around. We're checking out. You can see over 90% of the top of all the buildings. So you're above 90% of the New York skyline in New York City. Looking right across, there's the Empire State Building. Of course, my favorite in New York City has always been the Chrysler Building. So I'm checking all that out, all the lights. We did it at nighttime, so beautiful. The girls are downstairs, my sister and Lindsay, and I was like, dude, this is the best thing I've ever wanted to do, because I've been to New York a few times before this, New York City, and I was just like, I need to go to the top of one of these big buildings. So I had a Manhattan, and which is why we're drinking a Manhattan now, on top of the Rock, over Manhattan. Silas is eating his M&Ms from M&M World, and he's like, I'm eating M&Ms, and I'm on top of the Rock. And he points over, and I'm panning around, taking videos, walking around, hanging out, talking to some people, and we're going to head back down because I needed to meet up with the girls down at the bottom. Silas is like, there's some stairs right here behind this little rope thing. He sneaks over and goes up the stairs. I'm like, I don't think we're supposed to go there. And I was like, well, this thing, it fell apart, and I put it back together. It was like a little rope divider thing for the stairs. I sneak on in too. I'm like, well, fuck it. He done did the thing, so I'm going to follow him on up. We went on up 2 more levels, and I'm taking all these amazing videos. Oh, you got to check it out. I'm sure Lindsay has it on her socials as well. I'm going to put it on YouTube. It was the best experience, honestly. I feel like the observation center and the area that they have on top of the Rock is probably the best spot that you can go to in New York City. Now, they say that you can go on top of the Empire State Building, but it's nowhere near the observation deck that the experience of 3 levels that we had. The One World Trade Center that has a beautiful observation area up there, and I think they have like the glass floors and everything. But as far as like watching SNL, watching Jimmy Fallon and everything we've watched our whole life, being on top of that building, I had to take it
I'm back.
I wanted to bring Lindsay with me on top of the Rock. She was like,
I didn't want to have a panic attack and not be able to get out of that situation quickly. And also I had to stay with Shelly because Shelly didn't want to go up either. So
and I feel like
it was very expensive, not going to lie.
Once she had got there, she could have worked herself into being able to walk up those stairs and being on the outside of it, but it was on the inside.
It's just a reason to go back.
Oh, you're trying to already paint that picture.
Later on in life.
Well, I'm not going to drive it, though.
No, we're going to fly.
Never drive it. Okay.
I got to get over my fear of flying, and we're going to fly.
Okay, let's lock that in, right?
Yeah, but we'll go during Christmas time then because we don't have to drive anywhere. Yeah. Because I don't want to drive in snow ever.
A week later, after we left, they brought in the Christmas tree.
They were building the ice skating rink while we were there.
Right,
like I watched it. I watched it happen with my own eyes.
That was cool.
So then they do the Rock. We walk back to our room. We get some more street food. That was but everything else that we had, the pizza, the Chinese food, the deli food, 100 out of 10. Like I can't even, it was exactly what I wanted. And I got to knock off pretty much everything. The only thing I didn't get from New York that I had said that I wanted was some gelato.
Oh yeah, you were talking about that. You were like, what was it that I didn't get to do? And you didn't have the gelato.
I didn't have the gelato, but that's okay because I had no more room for it. So the next day it was time to go to Gettysburg.
The Berg.
By the way, I forgot to mention that on the way from Fall River to New York City, we did have to go through Boston again. So the tunnel again, the humongous bridge again. But I was fine.
Who was big girl on that one?
It was big girl.
It was big girl.
We had dead stop traffic in that tunnel, and I was okay.
Yeah, and we even rerouted in the middle of it. And I'm like, all right, I got to get way over here right in the middle of this. And she's good. I'm like, okay, girl, you got this. And I just want her to remember all that to help her through the next times if we ever have those times.
I explained to Jesse that I'm one person. My anxiety is another me that I honestly can't control because I don't want to feel like that. I don't want to be afraid of things. But I don't know what happened in my life to make me, because I didn't used to be. I don't know if it was having children, having my guts taken out and put back in 4 times. I don't really know what happened, but some sort of trauma has made me have horrible anxiety.
Yeah.
But so I'm gonna send Silas off with our niece really quick while Jesse tells
the rest of
the
story.
And I'll be back. I'll be back.
Well, my niece just showed up to pick up Si. He's going to a birthday party. I might tell her to come in here and say hey real quick. I gotta see my niece, my favorite niece. But so we left, and of course I'm geeking because I had been through Hershey, Pennsylvania before. Lindsay has never seen the Pennsylvania, the state, like being in rural Pennsylvania area. Beautiful, rolling hills, all the farm country. And I'm like, Lindsay, can we just, it's only like 15-minute detour. Just drive through Hershey and smell that chocolate. So if you're ever near Hershey, you can smell it normally. But the time that we went through here, I guess they weren't making chocolate that day. So I only caught some hints of it. And I was like, Lindsay, I can smell it. I can smell it. And we go up over a hill. Then it goes away. I'm like, there's no way that we're not in Hershey. And then we went over another hill. Boom. There's the theme park. We rode through. We were like, we don't have time for the theme park, but we're going to check out, the factory and all the stuff in Hershey. Could not smell the chocolate. It was I was kind of building everybody up in the car. I was like, y'all need to wake up. We're in Hershey. You're going to smell all this beautiful chocolate. It's so iconic. They weren't making chocolate that day. So Lindsay was like, wah, wah. And I was like, no, there's no way. There's no way I'm in Hershey, Pennsylvania, not smelling it. Because I smelled it one time before. I was right on the freeway, and we were like 4 miles away from Hershey. This was years ago, before I even met Lindsay. But I was like, I have to go to this town. So all the little Hershey kisses on the street lights, all the stuff is just beautiful. So we did a couple laps around there. I got some chocolate from like a gas station we stopped at. I was like, I got Hershey chocolate from Hershey, Pennsylvania. And we left there, tracked on down to Gettysburg. Honestly, when I started rolling into Gettysburg, you're going up, and it's like some 2-lane roads. It's small, beautiful scenery. I rolled over the hills, and right before we started coming into Gettysburg, you could kind of feel the energy and the history of Gettysburg. It was just so historical for me because I love the old American history stuff, and you can tell that a lot of this trip we stopped at a lot of things that were just historical, especially for Silas and for Lindsay to take in and just be like, we're going to bask in all of that stuff. Gettysburg, though, was just a whole nother vibe. We pulled up, and it was a little too early for us to check in, so we rode around town a little bit. And one of the recommendations that we had from Philly, from the guy in Philly, he's like, you need to check out the Dobbin House. So we had set up all that stuff. Got got back into the room, got everything set up, and I'm trying to look here and see where we had stayed at in Gettysburg. We stayed at the Quality Inn. Did not know it had a hidden gem there until the next, it was like 8 hours later. But went to the Dobbin House. The Dobbin House is American history, where they had the Underground Railroad come through there. So that's the northern point of the Underground Railroad, where people escaping slavery at the time would stop in there and get, food and supplies and things like that for the Underground Railroad. The food at Dobbin House was amazing. I think that place was built in like the 1700s.
I have a Hi, I'm back.
Yeah,
I have a picture of the outside, like, information on it that I'll post in stories.
Yeah. Dobbin House was it was very, very.
And that was recommended to us. Did you already say that?
Yeah, by the guy in Philly. Yeah. So awesome. The food was amazing. The atmosphere was amazing. They bring you downstairs where we were at. Mm-hmm. And it was nice.
It's an underground tavern.
Low lit, just candle lit type situation. Just beautiful. The food was amazing. I already said the food was amazing.
It was Clay, by the way, not Chelsea.
Oh,
so yeah.
Oh, did I mention that the food was amazing there?
So good. I had. What did you had like a Mile High sandwich?
Yeah, it was good.
It was like an old school club sandwich, and then I had a spinach salad that had like mushrooms and olives and grilled chicken, and it had this hot bacon dressing, but then I also got some of their homemade Thousand Island on the side, which Jesse used on his sandwich.
It's so good.
I'm hungry now thinking about it.
It was called the Genzy Doblin. That's what that sandwich was called, by God.
It was so good. So then, after the Dobbin House, we go back to the room.
And that's where we discover the hidden gem at the Quality Inn.
Was it the Reliance? Is that what it was called?
The what?
I'm going to look it up. The bar.
Oh, did they call it the Reliance?
Hold on. I'm going to tell you. So talk to him about it.
So
while I'm
anyhow, this son of a bitch was in a cave. It was not a cave. It was
Reliance Mine Saloon.
The mine, not a cave, but it was a mine. It was like
it was a mine shaft.
Mine shaft. That's blew my mind and my shaft.
We could not find it. And finally, like we rounded this corner because I wanted to get out and I wanted to walk. My body is used to way more exercise than we were getting.
We needed Genzy time. We did walk though. We walked to did we walk before we went? So we was like, all right, let's just take a walk for a minute, stretch our legs. We just needed to get it out, and it was cool because my sister and Silas, they hung out in the room because they're fuddy-duddies. Well,
they were watching the Freeform, 30 Days of Halloween. They were watching like the Hotel Transylvania. Yeah. They were having a good time, and we wanted to go tie one on. It was pretty much our last night of our vacation, other than the stop that we made in South Carolina, which was So it was our last night, and so we were like, let's go tie one on. And everything was walking distance. We did not drive. So we took a walk first. We came back to the hotel and we were like, all right, let's find this bar. And we couldn't find it. So we go into the lobby and we're going to ask the front desk. And I walk around and I hear somebody blowing the bathroom up. So I'm like, that's probably the front desk guy. And I don't want to, because I laughed. I could not help myself.
She's like, we need to get the hell out of here because he's verbal.
So, but I happened to look behind the counter and I see the name of the bar and I see that it is underground-ish. And I was like, all right, we're going to go find it. Let's get out of here before this guy comes out of the bathroom, or lady, whoever. We don't know who it was. Yeah. They was blowing up the bathroom. And I didn't want to embarrass them
or talk to them
or see them
ever again. Ever.
So we found it. So it was between the little breakfast area that they have, which is it's called Breakfast Cottage for this hotel, Quality Inn in Gettysburg. Very nice. Except the toilet flushing situation was weird.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was called the Reliance Saloon. and Reliance Mine Saloon. And it's this little teeny building that you go in. And then there's a whole little tunnel that you walk through. I've got videos of that. And then you get to the bar. So we go in there. We have a couple of drinks. We talk with the bartender. We get a little buzzed. We leave. And we go to another bar that's across the street, the Appalachian Brewing Company.
Yeah.
That bartender was super nice. We have a couple of drinks there. We come back. We're literally like, okay, it's time to go to bed. It says reconnecting, but last time
she packed us with drinks.
She did.
She did.
She was like, "Do you want?" So we got.
Here we go.
Yeah, I talk about it in our last recap. Not our last recap, but the recap before that. Our recap on Egging. We had what was called. It was like skinny vodka soda. It was like orange. So good. And she was like, "You guys want some of these to go?" And we're like, "Fuck yeah, we want to take these to Florida." So she gave us a 4-pack to go. We paid our bill. We were literally, all right, let's go back. Let's go to bed. We got a lot of driving to do the next day.
I'm good to go then. Like, I'm good to go.
But we didn't.
Then.
But we didn't stop.
No.
So we find a group. What did you say they were on?
They were from Ohio. It was like a bowling team that had showed up there. Probably just to check out the sites and, the history and all.
They were like, "Do you guys know where the bar is?"
Yeah,
and we're like,
staggering around.
"Yes,
I got you, bro." We clocked back the fuck in.
I was so excited to show them where it was. I was like, "Come on, guys, let's go!" Because I'm
going with you.
I'm like 5 drinks in by now.
I'm done already.
Jesse's had but he's had stronger drinks.
Yeah.
So we take him to the bar, and we load back up at the bar, and Cindy I think she's had a couple of shots too. I don't know, because she was even more friendly.
She was lit up too. We brought the whole crew with us.
We brought a whole crew of Ohio boys.
Yeah.
Cool. And one of them talked to us for a while. It was a drunken conversation. Don't even remember it, but I remember talking to him. We had a great time. Yeah. We had 2 more drinks.
I overdid myself, believe it or not. I had to leave some of my DNA on the bush later on that night.
But then we go back to the room and we get the giggles.
Oh, yes. We did get the giggles.
We get the giggles for a long time. So Shelly's awake. She's giggling with us too. Then she falls asleep. And
what did I say? You going to tell them?
No, we're not going to talk about what he was talking about that made us giggle because it's gross. Gross. But Shelly is fighting for her fucking life in her sleep, yelling, y'all, snoring and yelling.
Full on asleep, yelling at some people. I don't know who, whatever. Hey, hit us up on our DMs or something, or on our website or something. I'll tell you what I was talking about. Because, God dang, we was fucking lit. It was fun. We were tired as fuck, though. It was fun. Would you go till like 3 that morning before you went to sleep?
All right, so Shelly with her snoring and yelling kept us up till 2. But we were laughing, we were giggling. We didn't know.
We had fun.
Then he goes to sleep. Now I'm sister-in-law over here and Jesse over here snoring.
Synchronized snoring.
So I'm up for another hour. And then I was dead. Like the next morning, the next whole day, I'm just like, blah. Because I haven't had a lot of sleep. And we had 6 hours to do the next day.
Yeah, we had a track on.
No, we had 7. We did 7.
Yeah, south of the border, though. We were kind of giddy about that one because the way up, you could see this roadside attraction with all of this. It's all a Mexican type motif, and there's so many cool things to look at. We're like, let's just get a room there. That way we don't have to go all the way back down to Florida. So
we got another room at another Quality Inn booked. We booked it the night before at Quality Inn in Dillon, South Carolina, which is 5 minutes from the south of the border area that we had already eyed on the way up. It looked amazing. It looked like a mini...
Awesome.
It looked like a mini Las Vegas, but Mexican motif.
Why are you looking at me right now?
Well, first of all, your girl drove 3 hours of the 7 into South Carolina, and I drove over a bridge, and I made it.
You did.
I survived.
Look at you now.
But then we get checked into our room, which was Okay, so it was rated 7 out of 10 stars. I'm going to give it a 4.
Yeah.
But it was just somewhere to sleep.
Yeah.
And
We were done. We
there was
needed
no
it.
bugs. That was nice. So we go to south of the border. We're amped up. We wanted some good,
Dude, I thought
fresh.
it was gonna be a cool little thing, especially for Silas and then us. We love Mexican food.
Yeah, we wanted some yummy, fresh Mexican
good.
food.
We thought we was going to get some good.
We drive into this whole area. We're the only people
In the whole fucking complex.
in the whole area.
We're talking about probably a 5-acre area. It is all lit up, beautiful flashing arcades and shit going on.
It's just us.
Just us. All the Mexican stuff. The zonkies are running around. They got statues of dudes wearing like the little blankets and the sombreros. And
We choose a restaurant called Sombreros
she's holding my hand right now.
because when we get in and get seated, we're the only people in the place. And I felt so bad. The cute little South Carolina country bumpkin server. I mean, the cutest accent ever. She's dressed up. She's ready for a crowd.
We thought this place was closed.
There was nobody. It was just us. It was literally a ghost town in the most lit up area you've ever seen.
Ever.
We go in, their menu contains 0 Mexican food.
0. And she's like, well, we can probably make a quesadilla or something. I'm like, what the fuck? It's like we just walked into City Walk
With nobody there.
with nobody there. It was
Which we have
lit
had
like
happen
that.
during COVID times.
Oh, yeah, we kind of did. Yeah.
We were pass holders of Universal Studios. So we had an 18-month pass.
Yeah.
Midway through, we go for our vacation. The whole country shut down. Or actually, the whole world shut down 2 days later. City Walk looked like what we were at that weekend. But anyways,
But at
we
least-
still had some great Jamaican
At least
food
they had the great Jamaican food
Yeah.
that we had.
at Bob Marley's.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's like, I'm sorry, but I can recommend a place to you, which was literally back the other way, back by our hotel room. And Jesse's like, fuck, I don't want to drive nowhere. But it was 5 minutes. It was whatever.
I handled it, and it was amazing, though. That
I
fucking...
am burping.
That restaurant was amazing.
I'm ready to eat dinner. So it was Lost something other. It was great.
Yeah.
It had cracked booths. 5 servers made sure we were okay. Like they
That
were
was
on it.
cool. They were like showing up. Y'all need any more quesadilla? You need more of this, more of that? I'm like, y'all are fucking awesome, dude. This is what we needed. We found it.
Yeah,
But it
great
just
great
wasn't
food.
where it was supposed to be at.
The margaritas kind of sucked, but the food was good. We went back to our room and got a night's sleep. And the next day we get to go to Buc-ee's.
You did.
Yes.
Drop the hundy.
Let me go get my cup so I can
Got
show
home.
you.
Okay, she did. She did get her a cool cup. Go get it.
I did.
Go on, girl.
Okay, I got a hat here.
Go. No, take the headphones with you. Just
No,
just
they're
walk
on
off with them. Yes, she got to do the damn thing in the buses. And we needed that. Like, that little break in there made the whole trip polishing it off. Lindsay got her some souvenirage. There it is.
It glows in the dark. I don't know if you can hear me.
It glows in the dark.
It glows in the dark.
Yes.
So Shelly and Silas and even Jesse, they partook in the free continental breakfast, which that was the best part of that hotel experience.
Yeah.
They had everything like bagged up, ready
good,
to go for
yeah.
you. So I grabbed a bagel and boiled eggs, but I was still full for Mexican food the night before. All I had when I drove to Buc-ee's was a boiled egg because I did not want to ruin my appetite before I got to Buc-ee's because I when we go to Buc-ee's I get like a full buffet. They have a Southwestern wrap in their cold section that I love. I love their chicken salad. And then I grabbed some sliced spicy pickles that I put the chicken salad on. And then I got some spicy dill pickle chips. I got some jalapeno chips. Like I said, full buffet for me. I was so hungry. and I was so excited that I had waited until I got a Buc-ee's to
And
eat.
you got to get the brisket. I have to get the brisket.
I sometimes get a brisket taco, like, because when we go to Rockville, we go on the way, and I'll usually get a hot item while I'm there, and then I get cold stuff for the rest of the weekend that we're there that I can snack on. But I knew that we were almost home. It was only like 2 hours left.
Yeah, we knocked that on out.
Yeah,
back.
Listening to podcasts. We listening to
laundry the next 2, 3, 4 days. But
Yeah.
yes, we did the damn thing.
We did the damn
Lindsay.
thing.
We did the damn thing.
And then we rolled in to Lake City around 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock.
Yeah, 4.
And we had the rest of the night. We did laundry. We started the Ed Gein series.
Yeah.
We recorded a recap of Ed Gein. And here we are,
Great
a week
trip.
later.
It was really
amazing trip.
I think we planned it perfectly. I lined it all up right. Made a little itinerary. It worked out. So we did it. You know, we survived. And you got to do it. You got to do an East Coast trip. If anybody's on the East Coast, just go ahead and plan it. The shoot all the way up 95 wasn't that bad.
No.
And everything was planned out just right. Spend a little time, plan it out right. Maybe take a few more days than we did and check out a lot of the other stuff that we didn't check out. But we did fine. And we budgeted perfectly because we're going to Halloween Horror Nights soon.
We came back with money left over, and now we're going to Halloween Horror Nights with my bestie, Cindy.
So we're going to cover
weekend.
that too, right?
Yeah.
We'll talk about that.
We'll talk about their
the haunted houses. The
haunted houses.
The haunted house. You know, when I first met Lindsay, she was terrified.
Do you know now, we've been together 13, almost 14 years. Now it's hard to find a scary movie that scares me.
Nothing fucks with her no more.
Except Bridges and Tunnels.
Yeah. And I'm over here like, oh, this fucking thing, this show and all they're doing. I'm kind of bitching up now a little bit. And now you're like, I got this, whatever Ed Gein's doing right in front of me. And I'm all like, no. And you're all like,
no, I can watch the show, but it is hard to watch.
Yeah. It gets to me like a lot more though, I think. Now.
I couldn't finish Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah.
I could not finish Jeffrey Dahmer, neither could he. Because we were watching it at separate times. That's not one that we sat down and watched together like we did Ed Gein. We were watching it at separate times and like keeping each other updated. And I was like, Jesse, I don't think I can finish this.
Yeah, so like I just wanted to say I didn't watch a lot of the Jeffrey Dahmer stuff. I do remember it on the news and all that growing up. So I don't still know a lot about it. So it's still going to be genuine whenever you talk about him.
When he and I lived in our first home together, we did watch a documentary about the actual woman that lived beside him.
Right, yeah.
Because he actually introduced me to John Wayne Gacy. And then I knew nothing about him. And so Jesse has in the past known some shit. And we've watched some things together, but his memory sucks.
Well, maybe
so it's now like all the surprise.
Yeah, maybe I was a part of the rooting of some
the
of your
design
podcast asphyxiation with true crime. Maybe I might have helped push you into that. Yeah.
You did.
That's awesome. And yeah, it is. I really get rid of a lot of that in my head because I don't want to hang on to it. Even some of the things we've talked about, I have to recall some of it already. So. Which is fun for me because it's fresh when we recap or talk about things, you know, a year later or something. I'm just like, oh yeah, fuck. Then I sneak it all back in again. So it's all I stay in excitement.
Mm-hmm. So that is our trip. Leave us comments if you need any other like recommendations for things that we did, and comment us with your experiences if you've been to this area. We would love to hear about them.
Yeah,
we would love to hear about them.
Or, you know, even if we want to give suggestions on things that we've done,
tell us what we need to do when we go back. It's going to be some time.
Yeah.
But we will go back.
Got to get Lindsay needs her wings.
I know.
Yeah. She did it one time. We went to Albuquerque.
It was
I think she'll be fine.
Terrifying.
She'll be fine. She's been through so much now. She is big girl. You're a big girl now.
He was horrible to me. Jesse did not cater to my anxiety.
Yeah.
And we've learned about Because he was a seasoned flyer, and here you are, you got a country bumpkin girl
Snatched her up out of the cow field.
who had to take 4 goddamn airplanes for my first flight adventure anywhere.
I will admit, Albuquerque, the landing in Albuquerque. Look at her looking at me right now. Look at her looking at me. I'm looking at you.
And I looked at him, and he looked at me. But I did it, and I survived. But now I will have some kind of mood helper
Enhancement.
I will definitely drink. But yeah, I'm still going to have to I'm going to have to still do baby steps because it has been almost 14 years since my last flight.
Yeah.
And
You'll be hard pressed to find that kind of turbulence as far as a landing anywhere that I've never felt it before that. So.
When you're driving through Albuquerque, it literally says, beware of sudden gusts of winds while you're driving. Yeah. So just imagine landing into that city. Yeah.
I think you'll be hard pressed to find that much turbulence ever again. So just keep that in mind.
Okay.
So you survived that one.
I did.
Okay.
I kept like stomping on air brakes, like
on the airplane,
like on an airplane. Like, help me, Jesus. Help me, Tom Cruise.
Yeah, and nobody showed up.
Nobody showed up.
Needed a daiquiri in this bitch.
I did have an anxiety. So I was fine. It's weird because I was fine going from Orlando to Houston. But then when we flew out of Houston to Albuquerque, I had a panic attack.
And even leaving because we went to Colorado after that.
That was only an hour.
But we left out of Colorado and we were doing like 500 miles an hour.
In a propeller plane.
Well, into Colorado, we were cruising up into Colorado in a prop plane. But on the way back, we were on a jet engine, and it was just like we flew back. Was it like hour and a half from Colorado? It was something stupid.
1 hour.
It was something stupid from Colorado back to Florida. It was like boom. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and catch some time up, and we're gonna go about 550. I was like, Lindsay, we're traveling 550 miles an hour, and she's like. Wide out her eyes.
Shut the fuck up!
That big around, but it was smooth cruising. It was smooth. So you got it conquered, girl. Bridges, tunnels, flying. You got this.
No, I do know that if I ever want to go back to those areas, we will have to fly there. Jesse's done with driving, but we are going to do a Route 66 road trip when Silas is old enough to drive.
We have about 5 years.
So 5 years. Yeah. Stay tuned for that. We'll still be here because I got lots of true crime to cover.
Yeah, she's got 5 years of true crime to cover.
Well, I've literally got 3 years worth of cases saved right now and adding to them weekly. So
yeah, I got bans for like 2 years probably already.
So we're gonna wrap this up because we got another case to record, and we probably need a break to eat because I'm getting a little hungry. Let's go to Chili's.
It's just you and I.
You want to go to Chili's?
It's just you and I.
You want to go to Chili's?
We just got rid of Silas. We didn't get rid of him.
He's at a birthday party.
He's at a birthday party. It's Gen Z time. Yeah, we're getting off here now. We'll see you guys on the pod. Lindsay's got the stories. She's going to hit that unrecord button because I'm ready to go now.
But do you want to go to Chili's? Can we get a triple dipper?
Well, I can get me a Long Island again.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. All right, I gotta get in your face.
Oh yeah, there it is. There's the bye. Bye.